Your Excellency, I know you want to collect taxes, but can we reduce the taxes on these green energy components so that the agriculture that we are doing and the fertilizer that government has offered that has increased production by 60% can now be driven, irrigation can now be driven by renewable energy? That is the solution. And you will never hear of the Sufuria revolution again because people will be having food to eat. Your Excellency, the success of Konza will be tied to water, the water that we have been speaking about. And of course, if you can, the dual carriage that is running from Chumbi all the way to Emali, where ECOWAS comes from, it will be a big boost to this. Together with, allow me, Your Excellency, to vary the directions a little bit, and I'll tell you why. I've been here attempting to do this with John Tanui PS here. And what we were attempting to do in a small way has come to pass by having Timbuktu in this region. It's like having Nairobi in Abuja. or something. I think, Your Excellency, allow me to ask you to allow us to forge a partnership that involves these members of parliament. They have a role. The counties, they have a role to play. And even the members of county assembly. I was telling the Open University team, Your Excellency, they can't have a first graduation without me, who was here, and without you, who was here also. They did a low-key graduation. And I think we should have celebrated that milestone with all of us here because I think it was a big milestone in terms of just getting one of the first kind Open University. So, with that brief introduction, allow me, I think CS, will recognize the members of cabinet. I'll recognize the members of county assembly. There's Mr. Manzia, Justus, where is he? Kimakiu Kalanzoni. There's Josephine, who is wearing yellow. She's a member of UDA. She has to show she is. There's Chalomumo. Is he here? He's not here. Mheshimiwa for Kilome, please come. And then Jirani, please. There's something you did, and I pleaded with you to do, and you agreed. Through His Excellency the President, you will come also to speak on behalf of Governor. So recognize your colleagues, Mheshimiwa, so that I can explain why I think these people standing here, including the chairman of ICT, why we must now pull together as one to make all this a success. Mheshimiwa.
Thank you, Governor. To Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. I think it is a pleasure today also to address this congregation. When you are present, this is the second time. Welcome to Kilome constituency. To my colleague, members of parliament, the CSS, all protocol observed. Wana Kilome hamjambo. Muko sawa? Munakaribisha His Excellency Dr. Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to take long. I think I will appreciate all the members of parliament to be upstanding. All the members of parliament, not unless you want to say something. Asante. Next to me is my brother, Mheshimiwa Ndangoreti. Yes, the chairman wa ICT ni mbunge, tuko naye mbunge kijana mwepesi kabisa, anatufanyia maneno mzuri sana. Asante sana. We have my neighbor, Caleb Machakos constituency. Huyu mpupi sana hapa. We have my brother, Ekomas Mutuse, Mheshimiwa Kibwesi West. We have Mr. Mwalio from Masinga. Simuwapikie makofi kidogo. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ngunga is insisting that with the MCS from Machakos is good. Ngunga and your colleagues. Ingawa hiyo gavana angefanya lakini asanteni sana. Karibuni sana. Thank you very much. I want to be very brief. Your Excellency. I think, I don't know what we can say, but to praise the living God for having this kind of city here. I think the last time you visited this place, it was not the way it is now. I have 2-3 main issues which I want to address. And before that, we really appreciate Dr. Tanui. Whatever you did to this place, it's God who can reward you. Your Excellency, what I would like to request is that because of the knowledge and the foundation, what Tanui did, the current PS in ICT, I would urge your office, Your Excellency, to push for reallocation of the ICT ministry in this Konza city, so that things can move the way they are supposed to move very fast. Your Excellency, the other bit I would like to urge you is that we have the second phase, which we are waiting to commence, because we laid off like around 3,000 people who are working with ICM here, and they are no longer doing any job now. They are at home. So with the experience they gained, we urge your office, and I know you are very helpful, you are committed to this Konza Techno City, to hasten the start of the second phase so that my people can get some employment. Your Excellency, I don't want to repeat what has been said, but KST University is almost to completion. What I'm going to urge is that through the governor and the office of the PS, we have a small problem of appraisal projects. Investors are ready to work and do a lot of investment in this Konza Techno City, but there's some bit of some laxity. I don't know what I can put it, but the approvals are taking so long. So I think that is something, Tanui and your team, I think you are up to task, so that at least there are so many investors around, and if that process is hastened, I think it will be good for us all. Your Excellency, this is one issue I want to address. Although Governor, I know, is really on it, we are urging you to push the PP. You really promised the other time to get some water from Northridge, a direct line, because we are having a lot of challenges, and I know the Governor Olelengu is here, my good friend. We have been fighting about that water down there, and I think a solution will be gotten into through the two governors. But we urge the second line to be done, and I know you are able to help us into that. Lastly, because I don't want to take much of your time here, Konza Techno City, I must appreciate you for considering the finishing of Thwaken Dam. I think we are 98% to completion. And if Your Excellency, you can consider pushing for more funds, and I know you are very much able. We are still waiting for that water to help this area to do irrigation and move on with the food production as you have really been putting it. Your Excellency, I know your office has been doing very wonderful things to this country, and I want to appreciate and pray for you, for God to give you a lot of energy to keep on working for the Kenyan people. I know you are for the task of uniting all the Kenyans, and I really want to tell you we support you to deliver Kenya where it's supposed to be. This is not time for politics. We are supposed to support one of us, His Excellency Samuel Ruto, to at least achieve the development we are waiting for. I know I can take 2 hours here, but feel welcomed, Your Excellency. We are meeting, we have not seen many members of parliament. Wamepita hapa tu na SGR. Tunaenda huko kwa michezo Mombasa, and I know tomorrow you'll be opening the ceremony for the yearning games. Utanipata huko bado basi. Thank you, may God bless you.
Your Excellency President William Ruto, UNDP fraternity, distinguished leaders present, Your Excellency, this ceremony is nothing short of a miracle. I had an opportunity at some point in my life to graze cows here when it was a semi-savanna area. And in 2017, When Tanui was the CEO, we were telling people how to do control development because a serious techno-policy city is coming. I am almost tempted to stop my conversation so that the president hears this, because it is a very big thing for us in Kenya and for Africa to see Konza as it is today. For the people who may not know me, I'm the governor of Kajiado County, Joseph Olelenku, the next, just at the boundary with the city, the place we are here. Congratulations, the ICT family, and welcome Timbuktu and other investors. We are happy to see our young people, as the distinguished lady rightly put, seeking solutions and not demonstrating against what has not been done and yet needs to be done. And sometimes prophetically sending doom to governments and causing havoc to leadership, and sometimes portraying Africa in bad light, as many a time they always try to do. Your Excellency, I was going slow in my conversation to have you hear this. You heard that one time we grazed cows here. In 2017, Tanui invited us here as governors to come and ask for control development. And when we were telling our people that our city is coming, we looked like outright liars. We had to put the courage of leaders and say our city is coming. Please make sure that this is controlled development. We moved some laws in our offices with Governor Mutula there. I think Ibwana was in this place that time. And that is why I'm saying that today, nothing short of a miracle, because what we told our people has actually gone beyond what really we were saying it's going to be. At that time, we thought that this technopolis is for Makueni, Machakos, and Kajiado. We have just learned that it's actually beyond Kenya. How nice it is that it's going to be a critical thread for Africa. And therefore, I'm a proud Kenyan making a contribution to the well-being of Africa. Asante sana, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We just wanted to be brief so that we don't also go beyond what we came to do. Allow me, there are people who will not be recognized if I don't mention them. We have a County Commissioner Machakos, the good lady. County Commissioner Makueni Akwapi, very good. PS Terry Mbaika will not be recognized if I don't recognize her. Regina Ndambuki, the chair. Chair of Tanathi will not be recognized if I don't recognize her. Your Excellency, this is Mweni Museo. Marvin down there. I just wanted to check whether you're here. Your Excellency, allow me to say that as I began this, my speech, I said this is a dream come true for the country, the region, and everybody else. And I thought I can ask you to find a way where county governments plug into innovation using Konza, because we can have this building and people here, but the heart of innovation will happen out there in the counties. I say so because I run the best innovation center in the country, recognized by award in Makueni. And if we were to run 47 such outfits in the country, I believe, Your Excellency, the youth that you are targeting would find something to do. I know what Governor CS Mutua is trying to do in terms of employment. I have a view that innovation and the mobile technology penetration in Kenya, one of the things that we can do, because we have an educated population, is give them an opportunity like this one, where they can innovate what they want. And I say so because when Mr. Engineer Tanui did a boot camp here, 2016, a young man from Ndora by the name Shiznet did an innovation, and he was #1 out of 4 counties. A young man who had never seen a computer. a young man who was trained how to switch on a computer at Konza. And therefore, Your Excellency, the success of Konza and innovation and this tech is devolving this training out there in the counties. That's number one. Number two, Your Excellency, I was telling the gentleman from ICT Authority that we still have problems with North Bay. And I think for us to have mobile penetration and ICT technology, we must make sure that it is working the way it's supposed to work. I have mentioned to you, Your Excellency, that we have in Makueni started running a hospital that's running from morning to evening without the use of Kenya Power. That is possible in the whole country, and it's saving Makueni up to 800,000 per month. Your Excellency, the success of green energy. One of the ladies who was doing from Nigeria was asked a question. No, Namibia. The ones who are doing the mobile technology for purposes of agriculture, I think. The parts that they are using are all imported. The panels that they are using in Namibia, just like in Nigeria and Kenya, are all imported. When they come to Kenya, the cost is too high for ordinary Kenyans. Yet we want to do irrigation like the good lady wants to do irrigation in Embu. Your Excellency, I know you want to collect taxes, but can we reduce the taxes on these green energy components so that the agriculture that we are doing and the fertilizer that government has offered that has increased production by 60% can now be driven, irrigation can now be driven by renewable energy. That is the solution. And you will never hear of the Sufuria revolution again because people will be having food to eat. Your Excellency, the success of Konza will be tied to water, the water that we have been speaking about. And of course, if you can, the dual carriage that is running from Chumbi all the way to Emali, where ECOWAS comes from, it will be a big boost to this, together with power. So, Your Excellency, I would request that some of those little dots that are going to make this a success be made a success quickly. People still think when they drive on the road that there's nothing happening in Konza because they cannot see. I'm asking that the Konza people, Mr. Okwiri, please tell Kenya what you have done. A lot of money has been spent here. I know you have run something through a good gentleman who I know, Alex Chamwada, but Kenyans do not know that in Konza, you have a facility for cleaning water that you use for sanitation that can be recycled. Nobody is aware. Nobody is aware that you have a data center here. I'm asking you to tell Kenyans that something is happening in Konza. Otherwise, they think it's a phantom. They will be possessed by those demons that the president was talking about the other day. Your Excellency, the matter of water for us is critical because once you provide water to Konza, the people along Mombasa Road, and Makueni carries the largest portion, will have water to drink and will have water for irrigation. So, Your Excellency, as we celebrate Konza, we want to open Konza to the country and to Kenya. And the only way to do it is for the people surrounding Konza must feel part of Konza. They must feel that they have power. They must feel that they have water because it is available. There's a gentleman this gentleman who works, I'm told now works in the office of the president. This gentleman nearly was sweating blood to just get water pumped into Konza. So this is my shuja for today, Mr. Hamati, for working very hard to ensure that we get water here. Allow me to recognize PS Betty Njagi. I'm told you are here. Very good. You are the PS for Blue Economy. I'm done. Thank you very much. We ask you to come because every time you come, there's something new. I'm told there's Riara University starting here. There's a complaint. Riara is here. Very good. Simuangalie vile mtapata locals wakuje kufanya kazi huku. You can't import labor into Konza. Haiwezekani. Because we have Mutiso, Macau, Muikali who know to do the things that we should be doing here. Something very serious has happened here, and I've discussed it with Tanui. And I must tell you, the president, because it bothers me. We have not said much about scrap metal dealing. So what the people have been doing here, some, is vandalizing things we call copper wires. And they're selling them for a song. What it means, Your Excellency, because it's not powered yet, that the minute you disconnect that line, they have to import a new line. Can we find a way of making sure that people who are not of goodwill vandalize our projects? They steal our panels, they steal our pipes. Now they have come to Konza because nothing is happening. Your Excellency, hiyo ndio matakwa yetu, ile ingine unaijua. Asante.